Hey guys, welcome back to Jiujitsu Uncle's White Belt Problems, and in this video I want to check with you if you are the type who gets into top position but ended up getting swept all the time. And in case you're wondering why my mouth doesn't sync with the audio, simply because the gym has a lot of loud music and I decided to do a voiceover over this instead. You did a great job, you passed somebody's guard, going for the top pin, you got a chest to chest, you got an underhook, everything seems to be great, and you're like, cool, I'm gonna get attacked over here. And then all of a sudden, the bottom person just bridges and flips you over every single time. And this doesn't just happen in side control. A lot of times, whenever you get a good pin and you um, decide to progress a little further, and you get into a mount position, for example, you got a good hip pressure, you were able to get on top, you work hard for this, you even got an underhook, for example, and you even got cross face or at least a head post on the opposite side. The person bridges and it still rolls you over. What the heck is going on? When you kind of look at it, right, let's go back to the side control situation. A lot of times when you get to pass the person, you just want to secure. This is the most important part. You have to have a good triangular base. What that means is my legs are spread like a triangle position instead of knees being close together. If my knees are close together, I don't have a good balance. Person rocks back and forth. It's going to be rocking me back and forth as well. They could even sit up and just flip you over this way. You probably have noticed this when you're rolling with bigger guys as well. So simply open your legs as wide as you can and use your knees or even your toes as a base, forming like a triangle. So right now my knees are forming as a triangle, and my opposite, in this case my right hand or even my head, is forming the other tip of the triangle to stop the person from rolling me back and forth. It's the same thing a lot of times when you're in half guard. A lot of people play half guard these days, which is great, but a lot of people also pinch their knees together and makes it very easy for the other person to just bridge you over or do a John Wayne and flip you to the other side. Again, the easy solution for this is just spread your knees and drop your hips and allow yourself to pin the person's hip a little tighter, as well as prevent them from bridging left and right, because again, you're controlling the hip and you have a triangular formation going on. This also applies as you get a little better when you try to do certain things like tripod passing, for example. Yes, your knees will have to be a little closer together. You don't get that form, but you can. And if you miss that, the bottom person tend to get their leg back and get you into the guard. The way you can do this is right now is shortening up that triangle, which means I'm pinching my knees together, but I'm putting my feet very wide apart. So now, instead of my head, my knees are the one pinching, forming the lower triangle, and my upper body is using my head, and my two arms, whether I have underhook or not, forms the upper body triangle. So it kind of looks like an hourglass if you're looking from the ceiling to the floor, right? Again, this concept is extremely simple, and as you get better at this, I hope this will prevent you from getting swept all the time. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.